Hello, we're Table, and our first song is Dear Edward Mordrick.
Dear Edward Mordrick, I'm so glad you decided medical help was the best. Your two faces uninvited. Don't like the look of it one bit. You're not to judge a book by its cover. But how do I judge a book when I know which side the front cover is? Enough of this story. Let's leave it at that. That scalpel, that blindfold, that baseball bat. Dear Edward Mordrick, you're a double feature. You're a AB record guy. 40-40 vision, you got a fixed reflection. Oh dear Edward Mordrick, you're a horrid creature. Stereo speaker now. A friend of mine, a better villain creature. Dear Edward Mordrick, let's fix you up, baby. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Dear Edward Mordrick, while you might feel special in some way, let's set that record straight. Let's confirm all your horrid feelings about divine intervention leaves you reeling up an anesthetic like your head's in the ceiling. It's alright, but you gotta face it. You got a life, and you're a waste of it. You're not a sign, a force or rise. Any extension of the meaning is really what I'm saying. Feels so much better if you were alive. Dear Edward Mordrick, you're so demented that you hardly can be offended when I insult you. Unlamented, I feel you get really offended. Oh dear Edward Mordrick, your smiles disgust me, cause you're so damn ugly. Rather than talk to you more, I hope Cosby comes and drugs me. Oh dear Edward Mordrick, dive and crew you. Let's fix you up, baby, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Take it.
right, good evening. Welcome to the Lobby Lounge. I'm Paul Libertor, and I'm here with a band from Sir Francis Drake High School called Table. Is that right, guys? Yeah. All right, and let's have the band introduce themselves, starting down here.
I'm Blake. I play synthesizer.
I'm Galen McKee, and I play guitar.
I'm Dexter Hickson, and I play the theremin. Sure.
I'm Joe, and I play bass.
I'm Aiden, and I play the drums.
All right, and that was a fascinating set that you guys did. I must say, you do original music. Both those songs you wrote, and tell me about the first one. The first one has it's about sort of an urban myth from 19th century England, right? About a character who was born with his face on the back of his head. Two faces.
Okay, so this song was made over several years of me starting it and then stopping it, as most things are. It's based on this character named Edward Mordrake from the 19th century, as you said, with two faces. And I based the actual concept of like how it would sound around a musical that somebody recommended to me that I really, really, really didn't like at the time. So, without ever hearing the musical, which was Dear Evan Hansen, I took a spin on it and I just did Dear Edward Mordrake, which combines the more you know. No, which combines musical elements of me trying to make it sound as cheesy as possible and rock because it's fun.
Yeah, I heard of some influence of Bowie, maybe. Who else? Sure. Yeah, those. Yeah, that's what. That's what you're shooting for.
Wasn't intentional.
Okay. And the second tune, instrumental, using, and this is a Lobby Lounge first. This is the first time we've ever had a theremin in the Lobby Lounge. The theremin was that odd, very odd but very cool instrument. We can call it odd. Very cool electronic instrument that Dexter was playing with his hands without really touching it, right? So tell the audience a little bit about a theremin, what it is.
So the theremin was actually one of the first electronic instruments ever developed before the synthesizer. It was developed in the 1920s by a Soviet man named, I think, something theremin, and then he was murdered by the Soviet army for taking it to the United States. But we have it still. I think that's right. And it uses, I'm pretty sure, electromagnetic fields to measure stuff by proximity. So one thing you move up and down to change the volume, the other is forward and back for pitch. So it's like an array of antennas.
So you guys this is a very creative band. You've never done a cover song, you were telling me a little while ago. You've never done a cover of anybody else. Mm-hmm. Why is that?
I can.
Well, I think Joe can attest to this better than I can.
Well, I think all of us here, I mean, Blake has already dabbled in just making his own music with another band, but I've always wanted to make my own music, and we are already in a music program that's dedicated to just doing covers of songs and performing them, so we wanted to kind of change it up and kind of add a little bit more of a creative side and make our own kind of strange, sometimes very loud music. And we bring a whole bunch of stuff to the table with musically. There's so many genres that we enjoy, and we always bring new things every time we practice in my basement.
Oh, and one last thing to that question. We're not productive enough to write music and learn covers. We get distracted too easily, so it's easier to just do one.
So I like that. You have a lot to bring to the table. Is that what you said? Is that where the name of the band comes from? Or no?
I have the story. Okay. The original name for the song, not the song we're talking about, the band, was just some weird like Latin thing. It sounded Latin. I don't remember. It was our names.
A bunch of garbage.
It's our three names combined into this one little thing that sounded really strange, and we liked how strange it sounded. But then my mum was I said to her like, "Oh, you're making a band. This is the name," and she said, "I don't think you should have something that's overly complicated or just strange for the hell of it. I think." She said, "How about we just call it Table?" and it's already weird, but it's something that you can easily remember, and that's the whole story.
Well, that's good because I think we'll remember you here in the Lobby Lounge. I think we'll remember Table for some time. And thanks very much, guys, for being here and for being part of this. And next time we'll see you on stage on April 3rd with you and your theremin, and you bring it to the table. All right. All right. Say goodbye to everybody. So long from the Lobby Lounge. Bye-bye.